Alright guys, so we are on to the next run of the new Super Battle Road stages. Now, this one was a very interesting run. I believe this is my first attempt on the Majin Buu Saga category stage, and I was actually able to beat it, but I had some real problems right here at the start. This Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, I remember they fucked me up for a while, but I do still manage to get through. Now, the Majin Buu Saga category team is the team with the most health in the game. I think right now, the Majin Buu Saga category team is the only team in the game that can actually crack 600k HP. I know the Hybrid Saiyan team is close, but it does max out at about 575,000. The reason that the Majin Buu Saga category gets the most health in the game is LR Super Vegito is the unit in the game with the most health. Now, going over these units, you would think that the Majin Buu category, you would think that this category would maybe be one of the easier stages because both of the leader units that you're using, Physical Super Vegito, they reduce damage. But what I've found is that the Physical Super Vegito units, they do reduce damage, like that does happen, but not enough to where it's like a complete game changer, right? Like if it was a double AGL Super Vegito, sure, this would be absolutely a joke. But unfortunately, Physical Super Vegito, he doesn't reduce damage by 80%, he only reduces it by 50%. So there we get super attacked for basically all of our health. So this is what I was talking about when I said this Majin Vegeta and Goku kicked my ass at the start. Because in the first turn, I did about 500,000 damage to us. Like 500,020 damage. Which is like insane. So I can tell y'all already, right here, I was thinking that this was not going to be a successful run. So anyway, let me start going over the units that I decided to pick, because the Buu Saga, I believe, is the second largest category in the game. Only the Pure Saiyan category is actually bigger. So I think there's a ton of different team builds you could use that would probably work here. I don't know. I'm sure there will be like a new Buuhan that'll come out, or like an LR Buuhan, LR Kid Buu. There's still some units they could release from the Majin Buu category, like Majin Buu Art category as well. Even Fat Buu. There's no real good Fat Buu in the game, so I think they could release one for him that would be very powerful for the team and possibly powerful for this stage as well. So we'll start with Physical Super Vegito. Oof, a super attack. Oh! Yes. Yeah, now, okay. That's exactly the type of thing you're going to need at least once to make it through some of these Super Battle Road stages. A super attack dodge. Good shit. So, Physical Super Vegito reduces damage by 50%. He builds up his attack power every time he gets hit, but I don't, like, it's not, the most important thing to prioritize on these stages is defense. You've got to have your defense game, like, on point. So, I wasn't really too concerned with building up Physical Super Vegito's attack power. And I think going into this, I don't even think I knew what rotations I wanted to focus on. I was just going to kind of mix and match what would work. Now, there we see LR Super Vegito did a godly amount of damage, as him and LR Gogeta can. But there are different situations where they're going to run into big-time trouble. Now, Physical Super Vegito, I'm pretty sure most of the time throughout the event, so close, we almost died here again. Most of the time throughout the event, I have the Super Vegetos as floaters, I believe. Also, I think if Majin Vegeta did not kill Goku right there, we probably would have died. So moving on to the next unit, Int Ultimate Gohan. One main reason I decided to bring him is what's going to happen right here. He doesn't need Ki to super attack, which is so helpful, especially on a team like this where all of the powerful units all have like different key links, right? Like Physical Super Vegito only has Prepare for Battle and Fuse Fighter. Ultimate Gohan only has Shocking Speed. LR Trunks and Goten only have Shocking Speed. Majin Vegeta only has Over in a Flash. Angel Tech Goku only has Over in a Flash. Kid Buu's got nothing. So you know, that is kind of why it's like, this is going to be one of the wonkiest runs by far, but that's also why I value Ultimate Gohan so much, because he's so self-sufficient with the ki. I think it'll really help. Now, LR Super Vegito, the big thing about him, one of the main reasons I wanted to like really put my faith in him, I decided to gamble here because this is a bad start. So I was like, fuck it, if I don't kill him here, I'll just take the L anyway. But looks like Super Vegito is actually going to finish him off. Or at least Goten will. The transformation, LR Super Vegito's transformation, when I beat the hero stage, I was able to get LR Gogeta's transformation. Because I did actually bring the LR Gogeta unit. I did not bring LR Super Vegito, because the int type unit that I used for that run was actually Jacko. Also, I just looked over there and saw Vegito at the end, and I got nervous as fuck the first time I saw that, because I'm like, oh my god, tell me it's going to be... I thought it was going to be Super Vegito and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. There's no way I'm making it through this. But, oof. Okay, I think I just talked about it in the last video I recorded. It was the Fusion run. I've noticed that the ki, for whatever reason, in this Super Battle Road, the ki seems to always, like, I always find myself going, whew, man, how lucky that the ki placement is like that. Because look, we're going to get Majin Vegeta's 18 ki super, which is going to hit the entire field, and it is a chance to stun the entire field as well. That's another thing I got to add. So, like, I'm sitting here like, oh, wow, the luck of the gods right here that I was able to get that. But I don't, for whatever reason, I'm always thinking that, right? Like, I'm always thinking, oh boy, how lucky. So there must be something with the ki patterns here where they are favorable for you. And of course, this fucker decides he's got a super attack right, right at the beginning. Another thing that's going to help a little bit is so many attacks focus on Super Vegito right at the start. So he is going to be able to build up his attack power quite a bit, which will be, again, very helpful. So I guess we'll talk about Majin Vegeta here. Done talking about Ultimate Gohan, you know, self-sufficient with super attacks, mainly the big reason I brought him. Just got his Extreme Z Awakening, very powerful unit. Majin Vegeta, I brought him basically just because he's a really fucking strong unit. I didn't really think I could count on getting his 18 ki super too often, because again, he doesn't really... Did I bring another unit with Over a Flash on the team? I don't even think so. Like, I wasn't even planning on getting that 18 ki super. If it happened, it was going to be luck. Also got a dodge right there, very helpful. So notice that Ultimate Gohan got stunned by Majin Vegeta's final explosion. So that helped out a lot. And here we go again. Look, the ki just is perfect. Now, Goten is an orb changer, so that's one reason. But look how much health we recover. Like, when LR Super Vegito or Super Gogeta, they have a long line of, like, orbs they get. Like, you heal so much health. Even Easy A Goten right here, healing a ton of health. Like, that's such an underrated part of these Super Battle Road runs, is picking the same type orbs as much as you can and bringing yourself as much extra health as you could possibly get. That was a ridiculous shot, by the way, by LR Super Vegito. Looking very good. Now, right around here, I'm thinking another dodge. Whew, getting so many dodges. Right around here, I'm thinking about the Dokkan attack. That's probably why I'm spreading out the damage as much as I am. Because I'm thinking, like, okay, let me start preparing for this upcoming Dokkan attack, so that hopefully the Dokkan attack will pretty much finish all of these fuckers off, and then we can kind of just easily skate through. And again, look, for whatever reason, oh boy, so lucky. Like, the ki always seems to work out here in Super Battle Road. Now, I brought LR Trunks and Goten as well. Just like LR Majin and Vegeta, I brought them just because they're a strong fucking unit. Like, there's no other, like, explanation for it. This is, you know, one of... Again, I think this is my first, like, actual attempt on the Majin Buu stage. So, I was kind of just, like, feeling things out. And then I did just happen to make it through. Trunks and Goten might not be the best unit for this stage. Because of the fact that they're not, like, crazy defensive. But the one thing they do have is that they're self-sufficient. Like Ultimate Gohan, they will pretty much always super attack. They're going to give themselves enough ki to always super attack, which, look, took out Gohan right there. Oh no, psych, Gohan did not die. And Gohan did not die again. Oh fuck. Yo, okay, I definitely was very pissed right here because then Gohan attacks 500 fucking times at the start. I hate that. And now, yo, I'm not doing anything because I could tell I was pissed right here because Gohan survived. He's hitting a million fucking times at the start. And then I'm about to get the Dokkan attack, and there's nothing I could do to prevent it. So the Dokkan attack is going to be wasted right here when it would be so... Ooh, also notice we can get a full row of rainbow orbs because the LR, Gogeta, and Vegeta, they get more ki from rainbow orbs than they do from colored ones. That's why it's easier to get 5 rainbow orbs with those 2 LRs because the game is always going to take the path that will get you the most ki. So here we go. We get the Dokkan attack. Can't prevent it. At the very least, we're going to heal any damage we do sustain if Gohan decides to super attack here, or if Piccolo does. They didn't, so I guess actually Gohan surviving didn't really hurt us in the long run. But now we're going to go into the Super Vegito stage with, I believe we've only got 3 items left, right? So it's going to be very, very tricky. Now, moving on to the units we're bringing. Goten. Goten is the last unit I haven't talked about. Maybe he might be my favorite Extreme Z Awakening unit. I think the best is probably Cell or Gohan. Cell in the Super Battle World stages was so impressive that I think I like him better than the Gohan now. But Cell and Gohan, they're right there at the top. My favorite, though, is Goten. Because Goten, he has a solid attack and defensive buff of what? Is it 80% to attack and defense he gets? It's 70%. But his stats are so high that he hits reasonably tough and he defends reasonably as well. Alright, so only one enemy, by the way. Just Super Vegito. But Super Vegito has a funny tendency to hit 500 fucking times. Does Super Vegito hit enough on the screen for us? Look at this. Every single turn, this man hits like 8 or 9 times. Are you done yet? I was like, fuck this. Fuck that, bro. I'm not even dealing with that shit. Now, I want y'all to predict how the fuck do I possibly beat this stage? Because we've got almost no items. Super Vegito hits a fucking 100 times per round. And here's the thing. I think there's 2 of these Super Battle World stages that are like this, where you fight Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at the end of the Potaro run, I believe, and then Super Vegito here at the end of the Majin Buu category run. I believe this boss and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well, they have at least 10 million HP. Like, that, I'm not exaggerating. They've got 10 fucking million, so buckle in. We're gonna be here for a long while. Now, Goten, again, here's why Goten is so useful. He can attack well, he can defend well, and he is an orb changer, so he's going to create a hell of a lot of orb paths for the units to take. Now, right about here, in my head, I'm thinking there's only one way I'm going to win, and that's LR Super Vegito's transformation. So, from like this point on, my only real goal is to just survive until LR Super Vegito could possibly transform. Because that would be a game changer. As you guys can see, the physical Super Vegito boss likes to attack anywhere from 10 to 50 fucking times every turn. So if LR Super Vegito transforms, he has that 150% attack and defensive buff, and he counters, and it's a full heal, I'm thinking we'll be okay, even if it's a type disadvantage. He'll be fine. Even if LR Super Vegito got supered, he would probably not take, like, 400k damage, 350k damage, like a lot of other units take. Also, that Ultimate Gohan sitting right there is very fucking scary, because if Super Vegito decides to super him, Ultimate Gohan has very impressive stats, but I'm sure, his defense, I just saw, was 56k. That's enough for Super Vegito to basically completely blow him out of the water. So that's another thing. At this point, like, it was completely up to RNG in terms of if Vegito actually decided to super that Gohan or not. But he decided to super Trunks and Goten, which is useful. The only thing is, Trunks and Goten, they don't really have tremendous defense until they super attack first. So the fact that Vegito supered before they did hurt quite a bit. Now, in terms of looking at the rest of the category and like determining any other units you could bring that would help, I do think the EZA Gohan would be another option of a unit that would be very good. The Family Kamehameha Gohan is very strong. I think the Family Kamehameha Goku also is very strong and is another self-sufficient unit. I probably could have rainbowed that Family Kamehameha Goku and brought him here instead of like Majin Vegeta or Trunks and Goten, and he probably actually would have, I think, worked a little better on the team than like those couple units did. The STR Ultimate Gohan, I don't really like bringing him as much. Well, okay. As it turns out, the last boss, ooh, this Vegito did get stunned, by the way. That's a lifesaver right there. I probably wouldn't have won if Vegito didn't get stunned right there. But this Vegito boss is physical, so STR Ultimate Gohan really might be helpful just because of that fact. Just because this guy is physical, having a type advantage unit would be so helpful. Plus, Ultimate Gohan does have, you know, the 50% defensive buff to super type allies, as well as that chance to guard, the medium chance to guard. So if you got really lucky with STR Ultimate Gohan, he could be very, very helpful. Unfortunately, you can't use AGL Super Vegito, because he would be way better here than Physical Super Vegito, but, you know, whatever. I don't think Kid Buu is really the best idea, but again, I have mentioned that for whatever reason, it seems like Ki is always on your side in these stages, so maybe Kid Buu could be okay, because of the fact that, you know, the Ki is always on your side. So we have LR Super Vegito back on rotation, by the way, so now it's just leave him here and hope to God that we're able to survive until the next rotation. If we're able to survive until LR Super Vegito's next rotation, we most definitely will be below 50% health, because Super Vegito just hits way too many times per turn, and it has definitely been over 6 turns since this fight has begun, so we should be good there. Going through the list again, I don't know that like Buu tanks would be really too helpful. Super Saiyan 3 Tech Angel Goku could be good, but I mean, he's just too... He's not really a defensive unit, he's only offensive, right? I do think the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Extreme Z-Awaken one, he's probably a much better option here. He does have a defensive buff as well. Really, he might work a lot better than Majin Vegeta, because he gets a defensive buff, whereas Majin Vegeta does not. Buuhan, I don't think is a smart unit to bring. You could try Physical Super Saiyan Gotenks, just because that ceiling could be very useful. And I think that's really about it. You probably don't want to venture into other units like Tech Vegito, the support type unit. Probably is not really good enough to bring. 300k we just got hit for, by the way. How fun. How absolutely fun. So here we go. If we are able to survive barely, we're going to get the LR Super Vegito transformation and probably win. Let's see if we make it. Also, LR Mr. Satan. I think he could actually be pretty decent here, because he's another Buu Saga category unit that is kind of self-sufficient, right? He will be able to sort of keep his... He'll, oh, that was so close, yo. I don't know, I don't know how much health we had, but it was so fucking close. And now the god himself, this is the undisputed king of Dokkan right now. LR Super Vegito. When he comes out, it's just like a giant sigh of relief. I literally right now felt like Krillin and Gohan and Piccolo during the fight with Final Form Frieza, when Frieza appears invincible, and then Goku arrives, and it's just like, oh, thank God, the savior is here. Because look at what fucking Super Vegito does here. He did 2 crit counters. Now we're gonna go ahead and super attack. When he supers, by the way, he buffs all allies attack. Oh, look! He's gonna get an additional super as well. And guess what? We're not done, because he's still gonna get hit 500 more fucking times. So he has a lot more damage to dish out. LR Super Vegito coming out right here was the saving grace. He destroyed this shit. Look at this. He's ridiculous. And so we were able to finish off the Majin Buu category stage thanks to LR Super Vegito. Oh, getting back to my point about LR Mr. Satan, he is able to raise his defense after supering, and he is ki sufficient with himself, self-sufficient with ki. So I think he could be useful on this stage as well. I haven't tested him out to see how much damage he'll take. That might be a video. I might bring him onto the stage in a video, because I think he could be very useful here. But, whoo! Majin Buu category stage done. No items left over. That's definitely the closest run I had in any of these new stages. If not for that transformation, your boy would not have made it out of there. This also was the run that got me my first copy of LR Goku. I believe you get copies for beating all of the even-numbered stages, all of the odd-numbered stages. You get 2 copies for beating everything, and then I think you also get one for beating the new stages 20 times in total. That's how you get all the copies. So there we go. LR Goku acquired. At this point, there is only one more stage, the villain stage, the extreme stage to do. So I will see you guys for that. Thanks for watching, and peace.